You see, the best teacher in the world.
Yes. Oops, I threw in my Nora part.
My favorite part of being a woman is being able to go into my freezer and grab everything I need to make a snappy meal that's also nutritious for my family. For me, that's the most fun part of being a mom and all. And that is exactly what I am doing today. My husband has been away on an adult trip and he's coming back today. And I've been so busy, I didn't have time to do the shopping. And then I thought before I woke up this morning, I want him to come back to a nice home cooked meal and not something I've just pulled out of the freezer. And so I decided to check in the same freezer anyway and get out what I had. And I found I had some spinach, and I had some beef, and I had some chicken, and I also had some fish, and some palm oil, and pepper, of course, those regular things. And so I decided to whip up this really fast Nigerian soup because my husband loves to swallow, so that he can have something nice to welcome him back home after his long journey, because he's traveled all the way to Scotland, and it's a long journey back here by train. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm not a very romantic wife, but these little acts of respect and kindness for your spouse really helps to keep the spark in the marriage and also keep the fire burning, whatever language you want to use. It just pays to show your spouse some respect and love. And so I decided to cook him something special. I hope he likes it. It's not just cooking handles, throwing together a quick meal, but my husband is the kind of person that as long as he swallows, he's happy. So I'm going to show you how I make this really fast soup that you need just basically 5 ingredients for. This one is a good one to have in your kitchen for when you're too busy to do the real shopping and get all the ingredients to cook a real mean Nigerian soup. This one passes the test as well, and you can make it with ingredients that you already have in the house, and it's really nutritious because of the vegetables it contains. So that's what I'm going to do in this vlog, showing you how to make this cost effective and time saving Nigerian soup.
The ingredients are listed on the screen. I'll also put them in the description box for you. There are 5 basic ingredients excluding your basic seasoning, so it's as simple as that. The cook time for this soup is actually determined by the cook time for your meat. If you have a pressure pot and you can cook your meat in 10 to 15 minutes, then that's how long it takes to cook this soup, really. And you all know how long it takes for Nigerian soups to get cooked, so that is a good timing. But I don't have a pressure cooker for now, so I'm cooking it on the hob. So it's the length of time it will take for that beef to cook that it actually take for this soup to cook. So while that beef is cooking, I start making my swallow, because we're definitely going to eat it with swallow, and I'm making oat swallow. If you noticed, I put just a little bit of coconut oil in the water to make it easy to wash the pot after I've made the swallow. This pot is dedicated to making swallow because we always eat swallow in my house. We eat swallow almost, in fact, every day we eat swallow. Swallow is done, transferred to the warmer way to stay warm until we're ready to eat it, and now I can concentrate on my soup again. Beef is almost cooked, so I add in the chicken. I'm also going in with all the other ingredients except the spinach. Oops, I threw in my Nora part. I'll add the spinach after the chicken is done. While the soup is cooking, I get ready to do the school run because it's almost time to do the school run. So I'm putting on some makeup. I turn off the heat before I go for the school run because I can't afford to shout a bit. After the school run now, I'll be right back.
A few moments later.
Best teacher in the world.
It's me.
You know, you see, the best teacher in the world.
While doing the school run, I stopped at the shop to get some stuff. I got some yogurt, Nigerian bread, and some plantain. In this house, Nigerian food is a must. No matter where we are, we must eat Nigerian food, we Nigerians. I turn the fire back on and then I proceed to make a quick sandwich for run while the pot simmers and my chicken cooks. Then I add my spinach. I go in with some extra seasoning cubes, bouillon cubes, and some salt for the spinach to have some taste. I stir it all together. Look how nicely it's all coming together. You don't need a lot of water for this soup. All the water you can see in here is from the beef and the chicken, and also from the spinach, because spinach produces its own water. I add those acid, I stir it and let it simmer for a bit, and the soup is ready, period. After cooking the soup, I quickly wash the bath. As a wife material 100 years that I am, I don't want my husband to come back to a filthy house. Yes, so bathroom washed and clean, soup all ready. Now it's time for a taste test. Of course, we have to taste the meat first to make sure that it is cooked. I'm just going to sit down for a little rest because it has been a roller coaster of a day, and just look how soft that meat is. Fork tender. Perfect. I dished the soup into bowls because we're going to have it for the next few days. I learned to cook this soup from my pastor's wife. We stayed with her for a few weeks when we arrived in the UK first. I assure you it works. All you have to do is control the quantity of water you add to it. If you want it lighter, if you want it thicker, it works. I never believed that a vegetable soup could come together this easily, this quickly, and with this few ingredients, but this works. So this is me finally eating my meal. I'm not waiting for my husband. Wow, it's so delicious. This soup is great. You really need to try it. Spinach has a wonderful taste and a great consistency. It really holds the soup together. Barely any other ingredients added. Just spinach, your protein, whichever protein you have, your palm oil, your crayfish, and this is a nutritious meal. You can have it ready for your family in practically minutes. Let me know in the comments if you have tried this soup or if you are going to try it. Hey, so he's back finally. We are so happy to have him back after 3 whole days. As soon as he comes back, he doesn't even wait. He sits right in his office and begins to dig into the food, and thoroughly enjoyed it, as you can tell. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share, and comment, and remember to subscribe. I'll see you in my next one. Ciao.